Hi Pisces, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. This is the 100th time I've tried to create this video. I'm slightly frustrated. But yeah, welcome to your reading. This is for the New Year end or Eve period for you guys. Wish I thought of that sooner. New Year's end or Eve, yeah, reading. That's really what it is for you and your love interest. As we transition from the old to the new year, we'll be looking to see exactly what energies you guys are playing with regards to your relationships. As I know that usually around about this time, it's quite a reflective time where we do want to reevaluate things and maybe strengthen commitments, recommit, or set new goals. So it's a good time to look at our relationships and see exactly what they have to offer us before we decide to make that final commitment. Have a great, fantastic, happy and blessed and bountiful and lucky and everything great new year. I hope it's one that you look back on with fondness and with fond memories. Also hope you had a really amazing Christmas as well. Thank you for you guys for supporting me throughout the year and all your likes, shares, subscribes. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you continue to do so and help my channel grow and become great. I'd really appreciate that. I also will be offering a lot more consistency for this year. That's my New Year's resolutions, actually, to be more consistent with you guys and these readings, because it is something that I really want to enjoy, and I need to make it a priority over everything. So yeah, you'll be seeing way more of me, and hopefully you'll be happy to hear that. And yeah, I've also added a bonus reading to this reading, which looks at the overall compatibility for you and your partner. So I'm going to go ahead and get started before this thing crashes again. Okay, so at the base of the reading, we do have some instability. So overall, what you're learning this week is something to do with a change in direction when it comes to commitments. It could be a breakdown of a commitment. It could be an adjustment to a commitment, but something's not right here. There seems to be a lack of stability, where things are up in the air, where maybe something hasn't come to a complete end here, but it's definitely up in the air. It's up for discussion. Like this commitment is up for discussion. So someone may be reconsidering making a commitment. Maybe you are. We do also have the Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, and the King of Swords as well underneath the deck. So you are quite, I think, probably stressed out and trying to find solutions to this problem. And you have probably received maybe some negative news, maybe about a third party being involved in your relationship, or just news that you weren't expecting. You could be dealing with a disappointment. You could have had expectations for something and maybe put a lot of work and time and effort and thought and energy into maybe seeing a particular outcome, and that hasn't happened here, and it's maybe quite disappointing. But I think it's actually you that's made the decision here, because it is a King of Swords in the upright. So I think maybe you could have been the catalyst or the person that said, you know, I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm not happy here, or how things are. This is too stressful for me. I've got too much on my plate. It's not what I expected. And I'm making a decision here that, you know, I'm making a wise choice here, a choice that is better for me, a more strategic choice. It's like you're not playing the fool anymore. You're not playing the victim. You're almost like becoming a leader now in this situation and really kind of calling the shots and placing, like, setting the rules for how the relationship will be conducted going forward, and you'll make sure that it's fair and just. There could be some unfairness here as well. These two are two odd numbers. There could be some injustice, unfairness in terms of responsibilities around the relationship, etc. But this has now kind of brought you to a point where you are really trying to kind of maybe I think you're looking to maybe kind of pull back on this commitment. Also got the Four of Wands centrally, for how you feel. You're not feeling this commitment. You feel disconnected from this person. You may not feel at home when you're at home. You may not feel free when you're at home. There may not be harmony in the bedroom. There could be disharmony as well, and just like things just not kind of flowing. We've got your partner here, interestingly though, they're very happy. So it could be that, you know, it is New Year's Eve and they're quite happy that they no longer have to deal with this woman, which could be you, and they can go out and fully enjoy themselves and not have to worry about things. But this person is very self-focused. This person could also feel very lucky to be with you though. But with it being in the reverse, it's like they're happy that you are unhappy, or they're happy that you maybe stood up and said something for yourself, and are not making this so easy anymore for them. But there is a lack of commitment. But I feel like really what this is saying is that this person is on their own and they're very happy and enjoying themselves tonight, and they're not concerned about this commitment they have to possibly an earth sign, which could be I mean, you are a Pisces, but you could still be, they could still see you as very much a motherly or grounded, dependable, predictable, reliable, kind of grounded, resourceful kind of person. I think Pisces can really sometimes have an amazing way of multitasking and getting a lot of things done at one go. I've noticed that you guys are good at that. I don't know if maybe because you're on the spectrum. I mean, Virgo and Pisces apparently are the same energy, just different ends of the spectrum. So maybe a bit of our Virgo organization thing kind of comes over into Pisces, but they just don't talk about it very much. But I do notice that Pisces often have like multi-talented, like you take pictures, you can be a doctor, then you can like, you know, be a singer, and then, you know, be this like great parent, and like all these different skills you guys have. It's just really amazing. I think anyone is lucky to have a really good friend as a Pisces, because you just have so much to offer. Very, very resourceful, many things to offer. But I don't think this person really appreciates it. They're more focused on themselves. But we'll get back to that. There might be more we can say about that as we move through the reading. Okay, so in the past, we had the Fool card in reverse for your partner and the 7 of Cups in reverse. So your partner could have been acting the fool. We've also got the 10 of Swords here for you in the past. So you could have felt really betrayed by this person. This person could have really let you down in the past by maybe acting the fool, acting rashly, not taking responsibility for their actions, or just not being responsible, period, not thinking about the consequences of things, and just being a bit slapdash about things, and being quite insensitive maybe to you. This person could also have been not wanting to take a risk on the relationship because of not really having enough emotion invested in it. It could also be that it's just like maybe it's like too easy as well. Like there's just so much to offer. There's so much. This is like a card of indulgence, excess, complete like non-clarity and confusion and being drunk, you know, but it's in its reversed. So I don't know if this person maybe has a drinking problem that they are keeping to themselves as well, but I feel like they maybe just also feel like maybe you made it too easy, that you gave so much emotion, you gave them so many options and so much room to maneuver, that they maybe just didn't take the offer seriously or something like that. They didn't take that leap of faith. Maybe it wasn't much of an exciting option for them, they may have felt. I'm just saying it how I see it, Pisces. Sorry, I don't, you know, hopefully this doesn't resonate. But yeah, I'm just saying what kind of initially comes to me when I see the cards, but doesn't necessarily mean that that's the end of the story. So please don't shoot the messenger. But usually this talks about decision. This talks about clarity when it's in its reverse. It's like this person just may not have seen any possibilities. They couldn't. There was no sort of imagination around. Like there's no. They don't see the possibilities. I think that they just don't see it as exciting. And you know, they could see you as the Queen of Pentacles, like really grounded, predictable, all those things. And maybe for them, they kind of are too foolish, really, to really appreciate that. That's what I think. I think they maybe were too foolish to appreciate it. Or maybe just didn't see it as exciting enough. They like to kind of maybe be wild and let loose and, you know, drink and play the fool, basically. But this really has upset you. You feel really let down. You maybe expected way more from this person. And this person just seemed to just be really careless, I think, with their words, with their actions, and completely, you know, almost like steamrolled over you or just pushed you. It's like someone pushing you into a busy street where cars are. It's like they kind of set you up for some sort of fall, or they put you in a negative situation when they didn't, when they could have avoided it. But the thing is, you seem to have come to a decision here. I think this is very much relating to the King of Swords. I think you came to a decision where you're like, you know, enough is enough. And I'm not putting up with this anymore. I've had enough of all your kind of dubious weirdness and your kind of non-committedness. You know, with the Fool card here. I just see this person as really kind of has a kind of unstable energy with the Fool card in reverse. And I feel like you just have had enough of it. You want structure, you want a mature attitude. You know, you do want predictability, you do want something stable. You know, this is actually really what you want. You want something stable. You're even, you know, perceived to be someone who wants something stable as the Queen of Pentacles. So this obviously is important to you. Family life and security in your relationships is important. I think you've made a clear-cut decision here to not continue to suffer with this person. So yeah, you could be at home this evening like me, but not really feel at home. You know, still maybe have issues and sadness maybe that you're dealing with. Because maybe home could remind you of them. And like if you guys have been a couple for some time and this person has gone out and left you to have a good time, like you may feel like just really like your home is like disconnected, you know, just has that energy about it. Okay, so then we've got the Four of Cups clarified by the Ace of Cups in reverse. And this is how your partner's feeling in the shadows when you're not looking, or what their hidden motivation is, what's going on in their subconscious, in the back of their mind, where they're really coming from. Is, again, there's this energy of not being like, there's like, they want more, they want maybe more variety, or more not happy with what's being offered currently to them. It could be that you guys are just falling out of love as well, because that's what this card could be as well. It's like boredom, where the relationship isn't progressing. This person maybe has not got an intention to go ahead and extend any offer. They may be too focused on the things that have gone wrong in the past, possibly on other people that they're seeing at the moment as well. But they are not interested, I don't feel, in continuing this relationship with you, because they don't have any love in it. Then maybe the love has kind of gone wrong. Like I said, maybe it's as you guys have fallen out of love. Maybe there was their love in the past. You know, this does signify something having occurred in the past, or something like that. So it could be that there was a kind of history of you guys, especially if you are living together, and like there was a lot of love there now, but like now there's no I don't think this person, it's like this person's kind of given up, I think. And they're just not satisfied. But this is like a spoiled person as well. You know, they've got 3 cups and like they're still not happy. And so then someone's like, okay, we'll have another cup. And they're like, no. You know, this person's just like ungrateful, you know, and is still upset. So this person is very self-centered, and they think about themselves and what they're going through all the time, which is fair. You know, we've all got to think about ourselves. But I think in this particular situation, they are being unduly kind of selfish and immature. We've got the Moon card here, which is your card, Pisces, in the position of your subconscious mind. So you may be having kind of a lot of intuition kind of or intuitive messages, signs that could be coming to you that maybe are very hard, that maybe are hard to fathom, but at the same time they will and they do bring a lot of clarity to your situation. So I think if you were to maybe take some time alone, meditate, and really kind of go into yourself and really ground yourself and come back to who you are, you will realize what it is you want to do moving forward. Because you may feel like you kind of lost yourself here with the Moon card in reverse. You may feel like you lost yourself, but you also may feel like you see things a lot more clearer now. You've got a lot more answers than you did before. Before you may have been caught up in the emotional turmoil of the Seven of Cups in reverse, of this kind of like messy, murky, kind of dirty water kind of emotion. That's really what the Seven of Cups for me feels like dirty water, like too much mess and just too much of too much. Infection even, I think, with the Seven of Cups reversed, like, you know, just murky love without any really clear direction. I think now you can see that there is direction for you. I think you see a path more clearly for you now, but you may be feeling out of sorts, which makes sense. Ten of Swords isn't something that's easy to get over quickly, and it does take time to move through. But once you do, you'll be in your upright again, with your creative self, able to do like 1,000 things at one time. I do love Pisces women. You guys are great. And men, I'm sure you guys are going. I love Pisces men too, actually, but Pisces women, they got a special spot in my heart for some reason. You guys are really, I think I've really got a thing for like water sign women. Like, you always seem to inspire me somehow. So yeah, we've got the Hierophant card for your partner's intentions in reverse, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, which kind of makes sense. This person's kind of giving up. There's no energy and lack of commitment. You know, turning commitment on its head, releasing it, letting it go, trying something new, stepping out of that, the confinements of the relationship, because they're just, I think this person like is just really curious about maybe about other women or men. They're just after excitement. They want, but they're not going to be putting any more effort into this. I think they do want to try new things, to be honest. I think there's a kind of, I get this feeling of them wanting to kind of go out on their own and kind of sleep with people and stuff. But they don't want to be in the confinements, I don't feel, of a relationship. We have got the another Pisces card here, the Queen of Cups here for your intentions. So your intentions could be to kind of find emotional balance with this person. You may be looking for this person to actually come to you, like, correct, as they say, offer you an apology, make things better. You may want them to kind of bring in some sort of healing, some sort of healing to the situation, but you yourself may be going through a bit of a healing process. We do have you here with your intentions being the Moon card reverse, but your motivations being this, maybe to seek clarity. You may be looking to seek clarity and get more answers, and the outcome or your intentions is to actually have the emotional healing that you're looking for, that emotional balance, feeling nurtured, feeling loved, being able to love freely. And I think you just want to allow a lot more love and positivity into your life. You could also be a mother here as well. You could be planning to maybe just focus on being a mother as well, and on what you have, because you have got a lot of love around you. I think you recognize that there is a lot of love around you, and you could also be thinking maybe it's time for me to find someone new as well. And you haven't given up on love, not at all. You're really putting yourself first, which is great. Okay, Okay, so we've got the Six of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Justice card. So this could be, this is for your partner. In the near future, it looks like this person may decide that they aren't ready to leave. They may not see leaving as an option or as a solution. They may, you know, suddenly get cold feet. I think this person just sounds a bit pathetic, to be honest. Like, they're not really making a commitment, but at the same time, once they do get their freedom, they kind of turn on their heels and get scared and start saying, okay, this isn't the solution, actually. You know, I need that security of being with you. It could be a Libra that you're seeing as well at the moment. That's been quite difficult. Yeah, it could be a Libra. Yeah, maybe really getting Libra strongly here. Yeah. So there is a final decision being made. Now, it could be that this person is actually leaving, you know, and they're not looking back, but no, I don't think it is the case. I think they're starting to realize that they're turning back on their heels. They're like, no, this is wrong. They may feel like they really understand now. They've really found their truth, and that really the truth of the matter is they still maybe really want to be with you. They may have had time to think about the things and really weigh things up and come to the realization that it's not going to get better than being with you. But it looks like, you know, you're dealing with this energy and you've had to go through this. You've had to go through that. And also this, you know, you've gone through a lot. So no one would blame you if you didn't feel like you had any faith in this anymore. But your partner really feels like in the near future that there's something worth salvaging. And but again, this is very self-centered. This is not very much about how they feel. Like, they now feel that they're ready for the relationship and everything's maybe on their time. And I think that's not really fair. This person is a bit too self-absorbed and they need to think about how this is affecting you. And if they won't, then maybe you will. You know, maybe you're going to have to start putting your own emotions first and nurture yourself. Ultimately, that's what the Queen of Cups does. Like, she falls in love with herself. You know, she becomes that romantic partner for herself. Like, she may buy herself flowers. She may go and take a nice long bath and give herself a foot massage. You know, she definitely looks after herself and nurtures herself and everyone around her as well. So, and you could be willing to be friends with this person. You could have kind of, you know, as your Pisces nature is, you could have that kind of sensitivity where you may recognize this person's just not perfect and that's just how it is. And, you know, you may have wanted things to be different, but they're not, and you kind of accept that. And you maybe still say, you know, I'll still be your friend. Like, I'm still cool. I don't hate you. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. You know, you're not going to kind of really hold a grudge, but you are putting your emotions first and your own emotional well-being first. But this person just seems like in the past they just didn't think very much before doing things. Yeah. Okay, but it looks like in the near future they will take the time to really think, and they're gonna be like, oh, would you take me back? I think, or act like they never left. You know. We've then got the Six of Wands in the upright for you in the near future, so you will feel like you're really winning in the situation. Yeah, you'll feel that you're finally being recognized for your worth. You know. But, you know, this is up in the air. Ace of Pentacles. This is all up for grabs. It's all up for reevaluation, resorting. You have the opportunity this week to really look at the commitments that you have with people and see if they are leading you down the path that really brings you that emotional contentedness that you want. And I think you also want a stable relationship. Who doesn't, right? Yeah. So I guess some people don't, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna pull the last cards of the year for you, Pisces. We've got the Karma card, so you may be paying off some karmic debt with this person. We do have the Justice card here, and it could be karma for this person. You know, what goes around comes around. I did kind of have a kind of message come through about something going round and round. So yeah, what goes around comes around, you know, and the spirit wants you to know that. Okay, so this is for Pisces for New Year's week. Pisces. Okay, we've got a young female being the obstacle. You know, there's third party. What brings you together is work. You may be both very good work buddies or very work orientated. You see them as travel, you see them as leaving you, as being very distant. They see you as the dark male. They see you as quite attractive, and maybe also kind of finding your attractiveness again, having a lot of self-love and having a bit more confidence about yourself as well. Really feeling yourself, having that self-confidence and self-love, and being confident enough to kind of walk into any room with your shirt unbuttoned and, like, you know, think you're it. So they may see you as having a lot more confidence nowadays. You see them as passion. So you may have a really good kind of sexual connection with them. And they see you as mature. They see you as mature, grounded, predictable, and all those things. And family could be a big issue. So yeah, there could be a divide in the family. Family could be really important to you at the moment. And this issue could be affecting your family, this relationship. But yeah, the young female seems to be an obstacle. So this could be a third party. But I think this could be representing you as well, like you finding this confidence, and it's now creating an obstacle in the relationship in a way, because you're putting your foot down and you're kind of learning to cut things out, which is going to cause disappointment for others and turmoil, because change is always difficult. So you could be the change. You could be kind of an obstacle in the way to actually get this relationship working out, or it could actually be a young female that's involved, that's a third party. But for some reason I'm getting that this is you, but I don't see how you be an obstacle. I think sex could be an obstacle because you see them as very passionate. You have got a passionate connection with this person. And then we've got work. What brings you together is work. So you could have joint business ventures, investments that you've both got together. And what brings you together maybe is the fact that you don't give up on things easily. You tend to work on things until they reach some sort of success. And that's what maybe you both kind of share. Yeah. I'm just going to pull some more cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for your spiritual aspects of the reading. Pisces. New Year's week. Love. Wow, the fireworks are going off already. It's like 11:30 and I'm doing readings. I really care about you guys. To be fair, it's important. Yeah, your partner may also start to realize that they've been really unfair to you as well, and they may come back trying to resolve things. We've then got orphan. You may feel on your own. You may not feel very loved. You may feel dejected. You may be also scared of doing things on your own. And then we've got higher power. This is all happening for the right reason at the right time. There is someone, something, somewhere. Maybe it's a spirit guide, ancestor, or just someone, you know, some sort of spiritual entity, maybe that's really got your back or something. And, you know, they are a higher power. They've got a lot more power over things than you realize, and they are possibly supporting you on the other side. Also, I think this is reminding you that you are a Pisces energy and that you do have a special connection to that higher power, simply through your nature and how you approach things. So if you do take the time to meditate, and maybe, try and connect with your intuition, you may find, you may get a lot of answers, and actually be very empowered by that, simply by going within. This is a 4 card as well. And I think you're afraid of change, but with it being a 4 card, it's showing that there's a lot of protection around you and you are quite secure, as much as you might feel like you're insecure. This all kind of happened at the right time for the right reasons. So it's like, it seems like it's a mess, but, or it may feel like it's a bit, of a mess, maybe, but it's happening at the right time for the right reasons, for you to learn the right lessons. We've then got come to the edge at the base of the deck. So it is about you taking this leap of faith, maybe trying something new. It could mean that you do have to be on your own for a bit, but it could also mean you just standing up for yourself. You're really independent, I think, at the moment. You've got an independent energy about you, and yeah, I think you're just scared of kind of being on your own, but you're not alone. There's a higher power. And this is 4 and then 5, by the way. So these kind of go hand in hand. You're not on your own. There is a higher power, and it exists, or is, reachable just through you being you, just taking the time to meditate and connect to your intuition. And, this karmic energy of things coming back into balance is definitely present. Spirit wants you to know that you can feel secure. You don't have to be scared of the future. Come to the edge, take that risk. Don't give up now. If you have decided to end this and it's not working for you, it's like saying don't give up now. Come to the edge, be brave. You won't be on your own, and justice is being served. This person will get what's coming to them. They will actually probably start to miss you, as I've said, and think that they can solve the problem by coming back and talking with you. But this makes you feel good. You feel appreciated that this person's coming back, but ultimately they put you through a lot. But it's nice to finally have someone say, you know what, after all I put you through, you were right. I really appreciate you. It's kind of like what you say to your mum when you get to 30, like, you know what, mum, I really, really appreciate you. I know it was a real pain, and I really used to not like you when I was younger because you didn't let me do things, but I really appreciate you now. Maybe it's that kind of thing where, obviously that's a lot more sweet and endearing to say to your mum, and it may not quite the same kind of energy, but it's that kind of thing where some people just can't appreciate what they have when they are in that immature energy until they've lost it. Okay. So I'm going to pull some cards here just for your compatibility spread, and then we'll be done. And you can go and celebrate New Year's. I'll be celebrating it with my Serrano, which I'm halfway through, or over Christmas. Hope I've got enough here to get me through this evening, or through the next couple of hours. Okay, Pisces. Compatibility, relationship, reading. So what are the shared goals in this relationship? Pisces, the shared goals, spiritual lessons, etc, etc. We've got the 4 of Swords being, so I think you both want peace. We've got the 8 of Swords for what you're learning about. This talks about facing your fears and taking a step and leap of faith. Coming to the edge, it's very much like the 8 of Swords. Then we've got the Ace of Swords for how you will feel in this relationship. So you're going to feel quite empowered very soon with some sort of awareness, information and clarity, as we said throughout the reading. So if this relationship was to continue, it would actually develop into a situation where you would then kind of have a last word on a lot of things. I think you're just more mature. This person's like realizing that you actually are like really mature and someone that probably can take the lead in this relationship. And I think that's what you will be doing. You'll be kind of not taking any more crap, and you're going to say it how it is. You're going to basically become the King of Swords in a lot of ways, be a lot more strategic about what you say, what you do, and not be so, I guess, you'll be more scrutinizing of people, and also being willing to face cold hard facts when you need to, and just really deal with the cold hard truth. As you're dealing with this person. Also, honesty is important to you, and clarity will be really important. We've got the Ten of Swords in reverse for what the future looks like. So you will be getting over this person, and new and much better things will be coming for you in the future. This is literally the darkest hour before the dawn, and there's lots of good things to come. We've got the Nine of Swords for your romantic kind of expression, and your affection that you show is represented by the Nine of Swords. So there could be like a lot of anxiety that maybe is relieved through affection. So you could maybe be kind of reaching out to each other to kind of make each other feel better, to kind of get over any anxiety that you guys are feeling. So it's very kind of maybe almost like a needy kind of emotional exchange. You know, you could really kind of rely on each other to make each other feel secure. We have got the Hermit card in reverse for how you actually communicate. So you actually communicate in a way that maybe isn't very grounded. I think this person kind of ungrounds you in some way. This is your opposite card. So you may be dealing with a Virgo, an earth sign that you're seeing as well. Taurus or Capricorn, they've all kind of come out through this reading, and I think that this communication is just very scattered and ungrounded. And also when you're talking, you're not talking from a realistic place. It's like you're talking about nonsense, like things that maybe don't actually even matter to the relationship. Like you maybe get just lost in conversation, you know, just not really reaching any conclusions per se. Again, this is about not being on your own. You may talk more as well to kind of get over loneliness. So I think you guys are kind of together because you don't like to be alone. Although this person currently feels happy that they have some sort of freedom, but they soon come running back. You know, so I don't think they actually like to be alone as much as they may say they do. And then we've got the Four of Swords for the position of your shared goals and compatibility, and that is peace. You both want peace. You both want to just stop fighting. You both want to just get along and have a peaceful conversation. So you both actually want this, even though you may not realize it. Maybe this person is argumentative. Maybe there's constant kind of bickering, but you do feel that what you would really like to do is just to have, and the thing is, you both want this. You both want to just get along and just be peaceful, and give each other a break. And you may also be looking for a break from each other. You could also be hoping for healing in this relationship. You could be looking to each other for healing. So that could be what's going on here, you know, is that you kind of rely on each other for this emotional healing that maybe you both need, but this person doesn't seem to be mature enough to deal with you. And it's just making you feel let down, I think. You know, as much as you feel like you want them to have your back, they just maybe can't do it or don't want to do it. And then we've got the Temperance card at the base of the deck. This is the overall lesson or energy for the reading. And that's about bringing two very opposite energies together, possibly, and making them, it's like mixing oil and water kind of thing. If you mix it enough, they will eventually blend. You may need to do things to it to make it blend, but there's a definite energy of there being quite strong opposites here between you two, and it would require a lot of patience and maturity and flexibility to make it work. But you know, this is a major arcana, so it could very well be that there's a lot of potential for the relationship possibly to become something special. But this card to me also speaks of like a friendship energy, you know, because it's that pure and yeah. And it's it can be quite a focused energy as well, the Temperance card. But I think it also is saying that I think you will be the leader. You'll be very much playing the leadership role in this relationship. I say that because of various symbols that I see on the card, but yeah, I feel like you will be guiding it possibly through your excellent management of your own emotions. So I think it'd be, you know, I think you're going to win either way. There seems to be a lot of good things coming for you, even through this relationship. You'll find a lot of emotional balance and healing, I think, for both of you in this relationship. But definitely for you, you'll feel very, I think, healed. But I didn't mention this really that much detail. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, you could be just learning to kind of step out of your comfort zone and start learning to kind of talk yourself into doing things that you do want to do, and talking yourself out of things that you know aren't making you happy, rather than the opposite way around. So yeah, it was kind of a slightly rushed reading, but I hope that you enjoyed it. It's quite a lot of layers that we've added to the reading that hopefully will give you a lot of insight, answers to the questions that you have with regards to your relationships. Once again, have a fantastic new year. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your support. If you'd like a reading, my details are down below. You can always send me an email. I'll be more than happy to carry out a reading for you. I do Skype and I do video. So yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. Take good care and Happy New Year. Bye-bye. See you next year. See you soon.